What's going on, YouTube? We have the quarterback's 40-yard dash. This should be funny.
These guys at the top
This
of the
should be funny.
But we are potentially going to take the second, third round, fourth round guy and win.
Brady
I think
Cook,
it's because
Missouri.
there's a good clump of those guys, so I wouldn't just
6'2",
give you one name. I think there's a
214.
handful of them. We're going to see them
Here
today.
we go.
Starting here with Jackson Dart, Will Howard.
We're looking for the next Lamar Jackson. We're looking for the next Lamar Jackson. We're looking for the next Lamar Jackson. Here we go. The next Lamar Jackson.
Ford is in that mix. Tyler Shuck is in that
Here we
mix.
go, man.
Dylan Gabriel for a certain team could be a great fit as someone who could have some upside to run. So we get rolling here with Brady Cook, who shouldn't be surprised by that time as a very, very athletic quarterback. He jumped really well.
Quarterbacks, 40-yard dashes matter now. The league has turned into a dual threat league, so you got to be able to run the ball if you're a quarterback. No team is looking for a quarterback that stays in the pocket. We're done with them old heads like Tom Brady, Tony Romo, Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees. You know, all them old heads. We done with them. We need a quarterback who can run, dual threat. That's what we're looking for. So you got to be fast on your feet. Plus, these D linemen are getting faster and faster, so you got to be able to get away. Come on now.
Well earlier.
Come on now.
Well,
we're not looking for no pocket princesses no more. We're not looking for pocket princesses no more. We're looking for dual threats.
With quarterbacks in this group that are going to be running, it won't take too long. There's only two of them. We just saw one.
Seth Hennigan. Memphis, 6'3", 215.
A great Senior Bowl game, a comeback win.
Very dressed down, Jerry Jones.
Juju, this girl messaged me on TikTok and we started talking and she said to meet up for $30. I know that shit was fake and catfish her and I call her out and she mad as hell. I think you should go for the $30.
There he is. We have not seen.
Oh my God. Oh man. Oh man, right in front of your eyes. Cowboys fans, right in front of your eyes. Y'all worst nightmare, right in front of your eyes. Oh no, Jerry Jones. Oh my God, Jerry showed up today. Why did he show up today and didn't show up for yesterday or the day before? He shows up for the day to look for a wide receiver and a quarterback. Why would he show up for these days? Is he looking for a running back instead? That might be the case. But then again, he wasn't there when they showed him for the running backs. So what is he going to do? Is he going to trade Dak? Is he going to trade CD? Let's find out on the next episode of the Cowboys. Here we go,
Jerry
man.
The Cowboys sweep until this very moment. Caught on our cameras there. That was obviously Steven.
Here we go.
So in terms of the casual look, he was selectively aggressive with
Oh,
that
it's
one.
slow as hell.
Hannigan.
Shit, that's not gonna cut it. Hell no, that's not gonna cut it. You're done, boy. You're a pocket princess. We're not looking for those.
We're 7-8.
With Jerry Jones in the building, I think that makes Spade the second best actor here today.
By the way, I must say, Jerry Jones and Landman.
Phenomenal.
Will Howard went already. He was the first one to go.
I'm not saying this just because, you know, he may be hearing this or whatever. It's the truth. You know, they gave out Emmy Award nominations for guest actors or guest appearances. That was unbelievable. Unreal.
What he get? He ran a 4.5. He ran a 4.5.
Emotional, he is.
Right?
Big time.
Apparently not scripted either. All right. So, potentially Emmys in the future.
I think he'd prefer a Super Bowl.
Obviously, Lombardi is what he would prefer.
He ain't gonna get it.
I didn't see that one coming either. I was not.
He ain't
spoiled
gonna get it. Look at it. I don't like him. You see, here's why I don't like him, Cowboys fans, because he didn't win a Super Bowl for Zach Martin. That's why I don't like him. He let a legendary guard stay on his damn team for so many years and didn't get him a ring. Makes me upset, man. I got to take my medicine.
Anything like that, and he popped up, and that was unreal. My wife and I, we racked it back to watch it again because we could not believe it of how And by the way, he was in the scene with John Hamm and Billy Bob Thornton, and he stole it.
Heavy hitters.
He stole it. So you mentioned the acting part right there. But
we're having a pause, by the way, because with just 2 quarterbacks, they got to give them.
You got to give them a break, right?
A little bit of a blow here. You don't want to just run right back.
Trust
out there.
me, I know that well. You just got to in between runs. You got to give a second. That's right, because normally there's a whole bunch. So just I guess returning to the conversation of who could be.
Are they trolling? Are they trolling us? Only two quarterbacks is running the 40? No shot. They trolling? Why is this video 11 minutes long then? Why is the video 11 minutes long? You see? That's the bullshit. And then people be wondering why, Juju, man, why you be talking all that smack, bro? Why you be talking about the players like that, Juju? Why you be talking? You sit at home in your room and they at the NFL combine and you be talking from your computer. Why you talking about them for, Juju? Look, that's why. That's why. That's why. That's why. This right here, that's why. That's some shit right there. I'm about to get pissed off. That's some shit right there. That's some shit right there. And then the crazy part about it is the NFL had the nerve to make this 11-minute video. That's how long a damn NBA reaction highlight video is. They have the nerve to make this an 11-minute video. 2 quarterbacks. That's the shit that be pissing me off.
Be that second, third, fourth round guy that somebody would like us to talk less about because they kind of already have fallen in love potentially for that. You know,
I think it's a competition. I think.
What you talking about? Upload VOD? I already uploaded, man.
There's a lot of interesting names, and that's where you could have some of those teams picking up there at the top, and we've already seen a bunch of them mention that they might say, okay, yeah, I like these other two. I might like Shedeur and Cam a little better than those guys, but the gap is not that wide, and I feel good I'm going to get one of these 4 or 5 guys in the next round.
What are we shooting here? What's being shot here?
Yeah, you're seeing your hand on the football. So they do this. Every team, you get the entire workout, and then you'll get the pictures, the images, all that stuff, and then that's with you holding a ball.
Right.
So you're doing the miles per hour on that. They'll do that to get that off the pad. They'll throw off the pad, and then they just want to see the ball in your hand.
There's a lot of people talking about this kid, and it's not just McAfee, about what we saw from him this year in Columbus and his height and his speed and his weight and his heart and his brain, that maybe he's undervalued at this point in time, Will Howard?
Well, you talk about the size. He's prototypical from that standpoint. He can move around. He got hot there at the end of the year. The question, and I'm just pulling it right off my notes, is just pure top-end arm strength. And with the skill players they had at Ohio State, you're not having to put the ball in a lot of tight windows because the separation is so great. So this is a big day for him to get out here. A lot of these coaches have not seen him throw live, so this is the first opportunity, and they'll get to work him out privately. But this is their first chance to see in the building, watch a quarterback spin the ball. That's an important part of the evaluation.
Stacey?
Yeah, and there's you mentioned competition, Rich and DJ, and we just saw Will Howard warming up here on the screen, and one of the things he told me that he wants to show when he's out here is his accuracy, his velocity, but he also told me he wants to put some ass into it. and I love that. He wants a little consistency. This guy is awesome, you guys. I'm walking through the convention center every day this week doing my duties, and this guy's in the corridor throwing footballs to one of these other prospects over the walkways where there's this like huge space in between, and every day I see Will Howard doing this. I mean, he's so fun to be around. We'll see if we put some ass into it today. But then also I just wanted to mention Jackson Dart. I had an opportunity to speak with him as well. And, you know, you DJ, have talked about kind of where he's falling and how he's climbing up this conversation. Well, he told me he's not trying to hold anything back out here today. He wants to go out there, let it rip. Do it with confidence. He wants to put it right on these receivers. Remember, these aren't their guys, right? But for the most part, but like this is a competition out here today. Jalen Milroe told me he wants to prove he can throw the ball. Everybody thinks he's a one-dimensional quarterback. Like this is a very important day for him and a lot of these guys.
Is it true his hand size grew from the Senior Bowl? Jalen
Milroe's, yeah. Well, it didn't grow. It got measured differently.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. So.
How does that happen?
I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to say that was probably the more likely of the two scenarios.
Here's the second run of Hennigan, and I just love the lather on these guys. They are, and I love the competition aspect of it, Stacy. It's great. Great quote. Put some ass
into it, Rich.
You know, it's a bumper sticker or a T-shirt or
Hennigan likes it.
Something I need to think about before running my 40. I don't know. But now we've got the wide receivers.
Adjust your eyes now because it's going to start getting real fast.
Okay, now.
It's Tyler Shuck.
Tyler Shuck.
All right. Finally. Oh, God. Whew. Now we got other people. Whew. Man. You know what's crazy? There's probably big people out there that's my size that can't even lift their feet up like that.
It's going to get out there.
Tyler Shaw, Louisville, 6'4", 219.
Then we're going to have to give him a breather. Then he's going to run it again. And the wideouts go.
He's 25 years old. He's got 4 degrees. I don't believe one of them is kinesiology, but he is smart enough to know he's going to need a little bit of a breath before he has to run his next one.
And again, with a redshirt year and then a COVID year, his first year as a collegiate player was 2018 when he played 3 games as a reserve redshirt in Oregon. And then 2 years later in 2021, he goes to Texas Tech. And then in 2024, he plays in Louisville this year. 7 years.
He's had some injuries along the way.
Damn! 7 years in college? Hey, man. At that point, boy, you might as well get your doctorate degree and be a doctor, man, because ain't no fucking way. You might as well get your doctorate degree. And yeah.
He's running. That's why he's running, because he can run.
4.69.
That's a great time. There he is, getting fired up. Tyler Shuck, he is big and he has a strong arm. Watch him and you'll see some big time throws. He is aggressive. He can get to number 3 in the progression, 1 to 2 to 3. And then he can really, really let it rip. You'll see him off balance, make some big time throws where it's just all arm. He's set up for this environment to have a really good day because he can spin the football. He is big and strong.
Just again, we'll talk about experience and how he had mentioned before. He's also got a little showmanship in him. This is what he was doing to say, get everyone going. Take it away, Stacey.
Yeah, showmanship, no shortage of confidence, too. Spoke with him yesterday, Shuck.
Hey, Red, listen to me here. If I get a woman and she cook for me every day, I'm going to be big the rest of my life.
DJ, and here's his mission today. He wants to show off his footwork. He wants to throw on time, accuracy and really show that arm strength. But what's really cool, and you're going to look out for this in his drill work, he wants to really incorporate some off-platform throws. It's a hard thing to do, but he plans to change some arm angles because in such a controlled environment, he said you can't get those off-platform throws. So he plans to change some of his arm angles and mix in some different drops or play actions and have fun with it. We'll see what they let him do.
Okay.
Talked to one of the teams that spent some time with him this week and said they got a little bit of a Philip Rivers vibe from him, personality-wise, fills the room.
That's good.
Is this it?
Just again, I know we were talking about before that how it's an antiquated notion now to look at guys who have been transfers from one school to the next and wonder why and what's up with that and how come your other school let you go and things like that. Once again, you take a look at the quarterbacks in this group. Riley Leonard went from Duke to Notre Dame. Kyle McCord went from Ohio State to Syracuse. Graham Mertz went from Wisconsin to Florida. Curtis Rourke went from Ohio to Indiana. Just Google it. Shedeur Sanders, Jackson State to Colorado. Tyler Shuck, 3 different schools, Oregon, Texas Tech, and Louisville. And Cam Ward, the rare trip from Incarnate Word to Washington State to the U. Jalen Milroe is the only quarterback in this group who stayed in one school.
That's pretty interesting. Or it used to be one transfer, and now there's one that's made it all the way through.
Yeah. I mean, this young man is
Jalen
the standout
Milroe
in that regard of this group. And it's Alabama, which is no slouch, as you know.
Yeah, and he had to wait. He had to wait
behind Bryce Young
to get his opportunity.
Right.
But it is, yeah, again, I think you can find a lot of positives either way. You can find positives of guys who've been patient, stuck it out, and kind of worked through it at their existing schools. And I like the fact that the rest of these players, really all the rest of these players, have had to adjust. They've had to adjust to new environments, new coaches, new systems, and you get a chance to see how they perform.
So Shuck has caught his breath from his 4.69 40 and then his post 4.69 40 run through the end zone to fire up the crowd. And it's now time for run number 2.
So do you think when his showed up on campus there at Oregon with Penei Sewell in his class that he thought that they would both be on this different of a path?
No doubt. Off he goes again for a second run. 4.69 is improved upon.
Oh, yeah. See, there's the Philip Rivers. There's the Philip Rivers side of it right there. Although I don't think Philip had 4.64 in his bag if he's watching.
This is great.
That's awesome.
So much fun.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed 30 quarterbacks from college football run the 40-yard dash, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.